Hi guys. So how then do you implement changes or implement a change in your organization? So if you've been hired as a new person and you want to implement some type of change, now, except you've been hired as a coach or a change agent or a change strategist, for those ones, they're coming in and they can change straight away because that's why they've been hired. But let's say you're a normal business analyst, or you're just a professional, or you've just been hired to do your work, and then you've seen gaps, right, in the organization, and you want to help them to change. The first thing is to try to get your manager's buy-in. That manager will be able to advise you, will be able to tell you if it's a good time, will be able to tell you what to expect, how receptive people will be to it. I'm assuming that manager would have been in that company, of course, longer than you, so they can, advise you on how to go about it. Now, after you've received, your manager's approval, then educate your team. So let's assume it's a change that you want to start with your team, right? Which I would advise, whatever change you want to implement in an organization, start small. It's easier to measure the impact, if it's working or not, and then you can make a decision, roll back if you have to, as opposed to just doing it on a larger scale. So do it with your team, and in doing that, you want to get their buy-in as well. You want to educate them about the change and the impact it's going to have. If they're on board with it, then you can roll out that change, right? Once you've done it and you can measure and track the impact and the difference the change has brought, then you can, show that to your stakeholders or a wider group of people. And if they're happy with it, you can then roll it out to maybe a second team, a third team, and then gradually you're able to change that organization. So as I said earlier, if you are new, you don't just change an organization like that. You have to work with them for a few months, understand why they do whatever they're doing, the way they're doing it. And then you can follow the steps I mentioned about getting approval from your manager, the team, blah, blah, introducing the change, measuring it, showing it to a larger audience, and helping them to, roll out the change to the entire organization. Hopefully you found this useful. Thank you.